Hello, I'm Chris from Penrose Outdoors in Truro. Welcome to another one of our YouTube product reviews. Today we're going to be looking at goggles, in particular the Bolle Duchess goggle. The Duchess goggle is a ladies specific frame, so smaller, narrower faces and obviously ladies colours. We've actually got 4 of them in our range. There are lots of different colours and lots of different lens options. We've picked the most fashionable and the nicest ones, I would say, that give you a range of sort of low light, high light and modulator. So obviously lots of different lens options, but before we talk about that, we're just going to talk about the general sort of Duchess goggle itself and what it comes with. So the frame itself is obviously a lot narrower than normal. It comes with a curved lens, so basically it's the shape of the eyeball, so when you're looking through it, it doesn't distort, it doesn't make any difference sort of when you look at it, it's the same shape as your eyeball. These are actually a lot more difficult to manufacture because obviously they're sort of cutting the lens as a spherical angle, so it does add to the price, but makes the skiing experience a lot better. They have the new frame on them as well, so obviously with all the helmets out there now, these will fit the majority of the helmets, so you can see there how it just sort of comes out on like little wings on the side of the goggle, and that just adapts to most different sort of style of helmet, so it fit the majority of them. Loads and loads of venting in this goggle, so there's plenty of sort of breathability through the lens, so you're not going to get that fogging up. Firstly, you've got this P80 on the inside, which stops any water molecules building up on the inside, so it stops any sort of fogging happening, so that's like a coating. Then it's got this little dot in there, which again, it draws all the moisture to it. It's like a bit of a membrane, and it draws all the moisture to it and stops any, again, sort of fogging up from happening. And then there's loads of ventilation, so actually through the lens itself, you're getting this double lens, so there's plenty of circulation running through it. And then as well, you've got all these cutouts through the whole lens. You can see it all through there. Almost like 9 different areas for the lens just to take in loads of air and circulate it through. So when you're skiing down, I mean, sometimes with fogging up, it will happen when you sort of get off the lift and it's warm in the lift, it's cold outside, get out, it fogs up, and then as soon as you start skiing, the ventilation just starts happening and the airflow just goes straight through the goggle and demists it. And then on the top as well. And over all of the goggle, over all of the actual cutouts, it's got these little tiny layers of mesh, like diamond mesh, that just stop any of the snow from getting in, and again creating more moisture in there. So you know, they've thought about everything on the goggles. They're very well ventilated. Okay, so the frame itself as well, it's got a triple layer foam on it. So the majority of goggles, I'd say on the lower end of the market, would come with just a single layer or maybe even a double layer. This has actually got triple layer, so you've got a high density layer of foam just sitting against the frame itself. Then you've got a lower density, which is a bit squidgier again, and then you've got a fleece layer over the top of that. So the fleece layer will actually take away a lot of the moisture from your face, but it's also really, really comfortable. So it makes it just a really comfortable wear for all day. The strap's got like a siliconized layer on it as well, that makes it really sticky, so if you're wearing it over a beanie or wearing it over a helmet, the strap isn't going to slip everywhere and slip off. The actual lens itself has this, what they call a carbo glass over the top of it as well, so in terms of strength and sort of like scratchability, it's not going to get scratched easily. It's got this armor layer on it, so it just helps to stop any scratching from happening on it. Just makes it a bit more bulletproof. Obviously, you know, ice and sort of build up on it, if you just scratch the lens, sometimes it can scratch really easily, so this is, you know, trying to stop it from happening. So the Duchess offers a real good range of different model frame colours and also lenses, and here we've got a good offering for all the different sort of light conditions, I'd say. So we'll start off with the white doodle colour. So you'll see it's a full white frame, white arms, and then a bit of detailing on the straps, nice colour detailing. The actual lens itself is the Aurora, which is one of the really popular model of lenses for ladies, just because it is quite a nice looking colour. It's really good for low light days because you've got that sort of persimmon flex, so you can see through the lens, and when it does get sort of lower light, you get to see the contours a bit easier. It lets in more light. And then moving on sort of slightly up the scale to sort of the more all-rounder. So this is what they call the vermilion gun lens. So you see it's a bit more mirrored, but with a rose tint behind it, so it still lets in quite a lot of light, so you can still see the contours, but it does sort of shade you a bit from the brightness. That's the black gold model as well, so you've got the gold detailing on the straps, gold on the wings there, and then the full black frame. It's a really nice looking goggle. Moving on from that to the white pink Duchess model, so purple pink detailing on the strap, and then purple frame sort of arms, and then the actual lens itself is much more but I mean it's called the rose gold, and this is more sort of aimed towards brighter conditions, still a category 2 like the other two, but more sort of towards the sort of brighter conditions. Doesn't let in as much light, doesn't let in as much brightness, so it does shield you from those sunnier days. I'd say if you're a confident skier, you could get away with wearing this, you know, even in the duller days, because you can sort of feel with your feet a little bit more. But it's a really nice looking goggle. It does look really nice when it's on, and that's sort of real standout one. And then the black, they call this the Nordic frame. So it's got basically the Nordic detailing on there. You've got the white arms and then the black frame. And this is actually one of their modulator lenses. So this is perfect for all lights, because it basically goes from a category 1 up to a category 3 depending on the light condition, so it will change dependent on the light. I'm sure you've seen it on sort of vision glasses or sunglasses maybe, but it will basically, if it's a really sunny day, it will be at category 3. If it's a really low light day, it will be at category 1, and will change dependent on the weather, depending on the UV rays. So this is a really good goggle for all day. If you don't want to be changing lenses, or if you don't want to be changing sort of your goggles, this is perfect for all day long. It obviously does add to the cost a little bit, but brilliant goggle for all day usage. Okay, so thanks for watching another one of our product reviews. Today we've been looking at the Duchess goggle and all its different lenses and product options. If you want any more details on it, then please visit our website, www.penroseoutdoors.co.uk, and you can find out all the different specs for all the different goggles. You can have a look at other sort of frame types as well. But I hope you've enjoyed the review, and thanks very much for watching.